So today I'm going to be playing with a new wig from Chinalacewig. You guys know I love this company. Some of the best packaging ever. Make sure that you keep this beautiful bag here. I have so many of these bags. And so I picked out a beautiful bob. I believe it's 14 inches. It is a 360 lace wig and it did come straight. Be sure to check the description bar for the exact details on this wig. Here you can see a close-up on the lace. Inside the cap you have adjustable straps. You have your lace in the back, your lace in the front. 3 combs in the back. 3 combs in the front, 1 comb in the back. And you get a really good amount of parting. So I went ahead and cut the lace off. Normally I would go ahead and add an elastic band, but I decided to show you guys a very, very beginner-friendly way of slaying your wigs. So we're not going to be doing any tweezing, we're not going to be doing any bleaching the knots, we're going to be just doing good old-fashioned funness. So as you guys can see, the wig in the back is super snug, but in the front the lace is going to move and lift. Altogether the wig fits amazing, but you will find that with the lace front wigs that the lace will not lay flat unless you do something to the front. That's just the name of the game. So I did find that the wig was a little bit big for me in the front, which is perfectly normal with lace. You often find that they make the lace so that the biggest head and the smallest head can all fit it. So for me, I have to customize it and cut around my ear to make sure that the lace is not buckling over my ear, if that makes any sense. So I just go ahead and cut around my ear so that it lays super perfect and there is no excess lace. I probably took off an inch, maybe an inch and a half combined on each side. Now at this point I will go ahead and add my elastic band, but like I said, I want to show you guys, if you don't have elastic bands, if you're not plucking or tweezing the frontal, if you're not bleaching your knots, how you can still slay for a very, very, very beginner friendly experience. So I went ahead and separated the baby hair from the rest of the wig and pinned the rest of the hair back. I'm going to go ahead and trim it down. I didn't even trim it down too much because if you're a beginner, you don't want to trim too low. No less than about an inch. And as you get better and better and better, you will trim it shorter and shorter and shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Got2b glue. I use the black one because this one is less flaky. And I'm just using my finger to kind of warm it up and apply it to my hairline. The reason I'm putting a nice generous layer is because, again, I did not put an elastic band. So this this gel is going to act like a glue and bond it to my hairline. That way I won't be missing that elastic band and it's going to not move. It's not going to look any kind of way. It's going to look flawless and come out of my skin, or it'll look like it's coming out of my skin rather. And I'm just going to use this really nice baby hair brush to kind of form the baby hair how I want. When you're first forming your baby hair, don't be deterred if it's not coming out exactly how you want it. I'm going to take this Rapid. I picked this up from Sally's. I do have it linked down below. You see hairstylists use this and barbers use this stuff. What's great about it is when you put that gel on your hairline, as it dries, it'll dry to your scarf and it'll stick so that when you take the scarf off, it'll lift and move your hard work. And that little layer of Rapid is going to make sure that it does not. So off camera, I let it sit on for about 20 minutes while I just tended to my children. Now I'm taking it off. It does feel like it's sticking, but it's not going to move anything. So it's definitely a must to have this Rapid. Now I'm just going ahead and analyzing my work. And as you can see, it's laying flawless. You would swear that I put some kind of Ghost Bond or some Bold Hold or something, because it is laying so flawless. Now you guys can kind of see I have an egg-shaped head. So I'm going to go ahead and do a middle part. Then I wasn't feeling it, so I decided I would do a half up, half down. Normally I take and I measure each side with the arch of my eyebrow, and that's kind of where I decide where it'll go. And that's also how I kind of monitor it to be even. Now I'm going to separate the rest of the hair away, and I'm going to just make a simple quick ponytail using a really tiny elastic rubber band. I'm also going to use this Paul Mitchell foam lotion to go ahead and style the hair. So it's going to cancel out all the baby hairs, all the flyaway. It's going to make sure that the hair lays, you know, smooth and soft and, you know, all that good stuff. I love these little brushes from Sally's. I'll try to find them and link them down below, but this purple brush, I have a pink one that you guys always see. These are my favorite brushes. They're hard and firm enough to get the job done, but they're not like too hard. Now we're going to separate the rest of the hair. I know something simple as a half up, half down ponytail seems simple, but for me, you're going to see that I'm going to do it twice because I don't know what it is about me, but when I do that top ponytail, it always buckles or something always happens. So it's best to separate all the hair and take your time. Make sure that you brush everything up in the direction you want it to go. And then you secure it with an elastic. I like the tiny elastics so that it's, you know, looks smooth. And that wasn't smooth. So we're going to do it one more time. And this time it's going to come out much better because I did go ahead and pin it down behind. And that's pretty much perfect. So now the secret to this is going to be to add powder. I'm using an eyeshadow palette, and this is from Morphe. I think the color in this Old Baby palette is called Watt. And you guys seen that this lace needed to be tweezed or plucked, however you want to call it. And this powder is going to go in and give the illusion that the hairline is plucked and tweezed. It's going to make the parting all around pop, and it's going to help to make the lace look like it's coming out of my scalp. So if you are a beginner, I don't recommend going in and just tweezing the heck out of your hairline and making it look natural. I recommend you going ahead and using some powder and getting comfortable with the lace and taking your time and getting to know it. And at least getting a wear out of it before you go in and try to tweeze it, because if you tweeze it and you mess it up, you can't take that back. So while my flat iron heated up, I went ahead and touched up my makeup. Now I'm going to go ahead and bump the hair. No matter how straight the hair comes, I always find that it looks so much better when you go ahead and pass a flat iron through it. It just makes it look more sleek. Here I definitely could have took my time and like parted the hair and sectioned it off to get an even more flawless straight bob, but that worked great. Now I'm going to take and curl the ponytail, and all of a sudden, don't I remind you guys of something? Wait for it. Wait for it. Just for me. I feel like a little kid off the Just For Me box with that curl up there, but it actually is super cute and I really like it. But you guys can see how flat the lace is laying based on my application. Without the slayage and learning from what I did, it would not look this slayed. But I absolutely love this bob. I just find that sometimes a bob does not do it for me. So I decided to do the half up, half down with a nice bit of baby hair. Let's touch up the lipstick so we can do these slow-mos and these pictures. I'm absolutely in love. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this transformation. Extremely beginner friendly. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Now I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the hair itself. And that's pretty much it. I decided to do a half up, half down situation. I actually really love the way these rapid tapes work. They actually help to dry and mold the hairline down really well. So I didn't go to cosmetology school or anything like that. So I don't know where I got the idea to do this, but I'm like, you know, every time I use my scarf, every time I do my baby hair, I kind of want to use my scarf to kind of help to let it dry down, and that helps it to stick down, and basically is my version of the gossip glue method. I really don't do the whole dual layer blow dry. You just put it on there and let it dry, and it's the same thing as doing 2 layers, duh. So I basically every time I try to use this or any kind of scarf for that matter, and this is like a silky satiny scarf that I got from Amazon, it'll lay it down, but as soon as I take it off, the edges or wherever that glue is sticks to the scarf, and then it lifts, so it kind of counteracts the situation. So I decided to pick these up from Sally's. I think this was like $5, like $4 and some change. I also was gonna buy them on Amazon. I actually have them in my Amazon cart right now, but I went to Sally's before I checked out, so I'll just take them out of my cart. So you can get basically, I think this is like 100 count, or how many is this?
40 count. I'm way off. A 40 count of these for like $4 and some change. And I mean, you really won't go through 40 unless you're using them like every day to do your hair. And I'll be able to put this into like a high bun or a high ponytail, because you guys know this is a 360 lace wig, and it's been really cold here in LA. I kind of am sick now, for real, because I got caught in the rain yesterday and today. So I'm pretty much certain that I'm gonna keep wearing this wig. I'm gonna take it off right now so I can film some more videos for you guys, and then I'm gonna put it back on. But I absolutely love this wig. This is a 360 lace wig, so I'll be able to just put it up into a ponytail and hop in the shower, and it makes it super easy. Like, I never wear super short like this. I don't know why. I guess I'm not gonna say I'm not confident, because I think I know I look cute in it, but when it comes to like super short bobs, I don't know, I guess I just feel like it's not versatile to just put up into a ponytail or a bun to handle my kids. But I feel like this looks really cute in a ponytail. You know, just go ahead and put a scarf or a headband around it. Keep your edges on fleek. I am using a my Simple Human mirror. I absolutely love this mirror. It does an amazing job at helping me to get my makeup good. You guys always ask me how I get my makeup so good. This mirror, like, I have the same routine, but my makeup routine has gotten so much better because it's like magnifies so well. But the downside to this mirror is that when it comes to looking a little bit further to do like my hair and stuff, it's too magnified, and I need my regular mirror. My daughter was asleep, so I was like, you know what, we're gonna work with this. I will say the only downside to using these is that I did find that it did clump a little bit, but that's okay, because as I always tell you guys, I always like to do my baby hair like the first day and let it dry, and then like the second day baby hair always looks better to me because it's still already molded, and it'll just be soft for the next day. But I did add my powder to my go-to Morphe palette. You can find a palette like this pretty much anywhere with a bunch of different browns in it. I recommend wherever you can find a palette with a bunch of browns in it like this. That way you have a bunch of different options, and like today when you're chocolate, you'll find a powder that matches. In the winter when you're a little bit lighter, you'll find a powder that matches when you're in between. You'll always find a powder that'll complement your lace. You might even find a cool tone powder, so when you're doing like your blonde wigs and stuff like that, you'll be able to find something that's cool tone, like espresso from MAC or something that'll help to make the roots look a little bit better. You'll just be able to use that for so many different things, not to mention you obviously can do a bunch of cute little eyeshadows or eyeshadow looks with it, and just different things with it. So yeah, that's my little spill. I absolutely love this really cute 360 lace wig. I'll be able to wear it up during the day and then pull it down and kind of put a little bit of heat in it when it's time to go, and just kind of bump the ends. And you know, I use my go-to flat iron. It goes up to 465, and this is the Babyliss Prima. Everyone else has the Babyliss that's just the blue all the way down. This one goes like I think 15 degrees higher than the normal one, which is why I chose it. So I have it linked down below if you're interested in checking it out. But don't forget to check out Chinalacewig. You guys know I love this company, and I'm pretty much on a mission to review every single wig on their website because I absolutely love this company for my ready-made wigs. I did not put an elastic band. I had it out ready for you guys. I was going to put an elastic in this wig, especially because it is a 360 lace wig. But because the cap fits so well, I didn't need an elastic, which is usually I don't need an elastic with these wigs because the cap actually fits my head perfect. And that's the cool thing about buying your wigs pre-made. You can choose the size cap that you want. The only reason I put the elastic in is because, as you see in the video, the lace lifts and it moves and it doesn't fit in the front. And not the Ghost Bond, but what do you call this stuff? The Got to Be Glued worked for that. Speaking of Ghost Bond, I have Ghost Bond here. I bought this last summer. I'm hoping that I didn't dry out. Yeah, I bought this last summer and I never used it. So one day this week I'm going to do a tutorial with the Ghost Bond, probably this weekend. That way I can wear the wig that I use this with because I won't be able to take it off. But I'm going to do a tutorial with the Ghost Bond this week, and if I really like it, I'm going to also purchase the bold hold. I know I've been saying that, but I'm going to get around to it this week. So make sure that you are subscribed, turn on your notifications so you won't miss that video because it's coming up the way I did my lace today is the best way if you want to be super safe, but if you want to take it to the next level, Ghost Bond is supposed to be really, really, really bomb. Some of my favorite stylists recommend this, and their laces look super flawless. So again, make sure you're subscribed. Go ahead, I'll give you a minute right now. Go ahead and subscribe, so that next week when this video goes up, you won't miss it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Chinalacewig, for hooking your girl up with yet another fabulous bob wig. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.